incredibly nerve-wracking too, because astronaut Luca Parmitano, he went out on what was supposed to be a routine spacewalk, and then it turned into a terrifying story.
It's night on July 16, 2013. Astronauts Chris Cassidy and Luca Parmitano are leaving the airlock for a 6.5-hour spacewalk.
I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. If I could go every other day on a spacewalk, I'd be all for it. Chris and Luke, get ready.
Their mission is to prepare data cables for the arrival of a new module. For Luca, it is only his second spacewalk.
It's a mix of adrenaline and excitement, and it felt like I had electricity flowing in my veins.
Cameras on Chris and Luca's helmets record their every move.
I am stuck inside a very uncomfortable place. It's a little space between three modules.
And that's when things start to go wrong for Luca.
I feel a lot of water on the back of my head, but I don't think it leaks from my back. Are you sweating? Are you working hard? They're sweating, but feels like a long water.
In space, water floats and clings to surfaces. And right now it's creeping around Luca's head onto his face.
Now I'm concerned. I'm really thinking, what happens if it gets so much that it reaches my mouth? What if I can't breathe? I wait for a response from the ground.
Hi, Chris and Luca. We think we're going to terminate, so Luca, we'll have you head back to the airlock. Chris, clean things up, and then join him in a minute.
What nobody knows is 2 pints of water are flooding into Luca's helmet.
By the time they give me the command, I can feel the water is in my forehead. Well, I try to contact Chris and the ground, but they cannot hear me. I'm separated from Chris, and I really feel isolated.
Somehow, Luca manages to find the airlock and get himself inside. But the emergency is far from over.
All right, Luca, I'm on my way.
Protocol dictates no astronauts must be left outside. Luca has an agonizing 3-minute wait for Chris to catch up to him and secure the airlock.
Okay, my hatch is closed and locked.
Okay, here comes the equalization.
Roger that. Everything okay? Just speak my ear.
Hatch coming open.
Houston Station, this is Luca. Just so you know, I'm alive.
Luca, we are delighted to hear your voice, delighted to see you, and thank you very much.
Just so you know, I'm alive. Did they ever figure out what happened?
If you look closely, see Sicily and Italy coming over the horizon. Give you a close zoom in on the volcano. Beautiful. And then the easily recognizable boot of Italy coming into view. It's quite a bit different than it does on maps from up here. But there it is. There's it, the boot of Italy. I've been to Italy just one time, but I plan on going back there soon. My family immigrated from Italy about 100 years ago. My grandparents and great-grandparents. Right off our left side, we're going to be losing it behind the structure pretty soon.